Have you ever wondered when life began on Earth? To answer this, we must first travel back in time, approximately 4.5 billion years to the birth of our planet. This was an era when the universe was still in its infancy, a period of incredible chaos and creation. Our Earth started as a cloud of dust and gas swirling around the Sun. Over time, through a process known as accretion, these tiny particles began to stick together, gradually forming larger and larger clumps. Imagine a celestial snowball fight, but on a scale beyond human comprehension. These clumps, some the size of small cities, collided and merged, growing into a planetesimal, the embryo of what we now call Earth. In the early stages of its life, Earth was a violent and inhospitable place. The constant bombardment from other celestial bodies generated immense heat, melting the surface into a molten sea of rock. This is known as the Hadean period, named after Hades, the ancient Greek god of the underworld. And it paints a vivid picture of the hellish conditions on our young planet. Our infant Earth was also devoid of oxygen. Instead, its atmosphere was filled with noxious gases like methane, ammonia and carbon dioxide. It was nothing like the blue and green oasis we know today. Yet, in this extreme environment, the foundations for life were being laid. The heat and pressure deep within the Earth's crust caused minerals to react with each other, creating water. Over millions of years, this water vapor rose to the surface, eventually cooling and condensing to form the first oceans. These oceans would later provide the perfect environment for the first life forms to emerge. So, our planet was born, a fiery, inhospitable place, yet destined to become a cradle of life. From this inhospitable environment, the first signs of life began to emerge. In the grand scheme of Earth's history, it's around 3.5 billion years ago that something truly remarkable happened. Under a sky tinged with the harsh glow of a younger sun, the barren landscape of our planet started to change. Amidst this desolation, the first whispers of life began to stir. Simple, single-celled organisms, so tiny they would be invisible to our naked eye, started to populate the Earth. Imagine the Earth's crust, still cooling, with the residual heat from its fiery birth. The presence of water, that universal solvent, played a crucial role in setting the stage for life. It became the medium in which the first biochemical reactions took place, reactions that would eventually lead to the formation of these early life forms. Now you might be wondering, how did life arise from non-life? This is where the concept of abiogenesis comes in. Abiogenesis, in essence, is the natural process by which life springs forth from non-living matter. Picture a primordial soup, rich with a cocktail of chemicals bathed in the energy from the sun, or perhaps from the Earth's own geothermal heat. Over immense spans of time, through a series of chemical reactions, these simple molecules began to form more complex structures. These structures, in turn, gave rise to the first biological molecules, the precursors to life. And from these humble beginnings, the first single-celled organisms were born. They were simple, yes, but they were alive. They could grow, they could reproduce, and they could evolve. And evolve they did. Over billions of years, these minuscule life forms would give rise to all the diversity of life we see today, from the smallest bacteria to the largest whale, from the humblest moss to the tallest tree. All life on Earth can trace its ancestry back to these first simple cells. Life, as simple as it was, had gained a foothold, setting the stage for the evolution of more complex organisms. And what a story that evolution has to tell. But that, dear viewers of science and technology, is a tale for another time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share our videos. Your comments are always welcome. With life established, evolution took over. Picture a primordial Earth teeming with single-celled organisms, the first whispers of life. Over time, these solitary cells began to cooperate, forming clusters and eventually evolving into multicellular organisms. This was a game changer. Now, life had the potential to become larger, more complex, and incredibly diverse. The Cambrian explosion, a period around 500 million years ago, marked a pivotal moment in the history of life. In a relatively short span of time, evolution stepped on the gas pedal and the diversity of life skyrocketed. It was as if life itself had discovered a new language, a language of complexity and variety. This period saw the emergence of many of the major groups of animals that we know today. Simultaneously, the first plants began to colonize the land. These pioneers transformed the earth, creating environments where new forms of life could thrive. As plants evolved, so too did the animals that depended on them, leading to an explosion in the number and variety of species. Over the next hundreds of millions of years, evolution continued its work, crafting intricate ecosystems from the raw materials of life. Forests sprang up, teeming with diverse species. Oceans filled with a myriad of creatures from the smallest plankton to the largest whales. Deserts, mountains, rivers, every corner of the earth became a stage for life's grand performance. The rise of animals and plants, the development of complex ecosystems, these are all chapters in the epic story of life on Earth. A story that continues to unfold even today, with new species still being discovered, and our understanding of life's rich tapestry constantly growing. From simple single-celled organisms, life on Earth has evolved into a dazzling array of forms, a testament to the power of evolution. So, when did life begin on Earth? Around 3.5 billion years ago, in an environment vastly different from what we see today. This journey has taken us from the fiery birth of our planet through the emergence of the first signs of life in the form of simple single-celled organisms to the mind-boggling diversity and complexity of life we witness today. We've traversed billions of years, witnessing Earth's changing landscapes and the fascinating evolution of life. But remember, this is just a glimpse into the vastness of our planet's history. There are still countless mysteries waiting to be unraveled and questions to be answered. Our understanding of life's beginning is continually changing and evolving, much like life itself. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. Be sure to subscribe to Science and Technology and hit that like button if you enjoyed our exploration. Don't forget to comment below with your thoughts and share this video with your fellow science enthusiasts. Until next time, keep wondering and exploring, because the universe is full of wonders.